this week. It's our exciting second week of session. It's been quite busy, actually. We started with our very first legislative session on Monday, followed by the Minnesota Chamber Dinner. We've had committee hearings. Health and Human Services had a provider peer grouping hearing, which was important for Mayo Clinic, which affects many of the doctors, nurses, and other providers in our community, and it went quite well, actually. We've had an all-day conference called One Minnesota yesterday, where a bipartisan group of senators and representatives goes to the University of Minnesota campus, and the Humphrey Institute brings in speakers to educate us about issues that we need to know about in order to be good legislators. We talk about the budget, we talk about the economy, we talk about how to work together, and in fact spent the afternoon working with our colleagues trying to find bills that we could agree on. I don't know exactly what all those bills will look like, but I think significant progress was made, and it was really nice to get to know some of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle and in the other body that I haven't had a chance to meet. Today we continued with Education Committee hearings this morning. A couple very important bills came up requiring teachers to have passed a basic skills test as well as their other pedagogy tests before they step in front of your student or mine in a classroom. And so that passed off the Education Policy Committee's agenda, and it will move on to the other committees and hopefully to the House floor this year. Higher Education met this afternoon, and the new director, Larry Poggemiller, addressed the committee and took his lumps in questions as his new, and he's new in this role, so that was an interesting meeting as well. I'm going to be stepping into the caucus room so that we can caucus before our second session, which will meet this afternoon, and pretty much just moving paper this week, not a lot coming on the House floor. One other thing that happened just a few hours ago downstairs here in the Capitol building was the OAP, Organizing Apprenticeship Projects, Racial Justice Awards, Champions of Racial Justice. And I'm pleased to say that I made that list again this year. It's always interesting to see what issues they put on their agenda. And Rochester generally has some legislators that score quite high on that report card, and if anyone's interested in seeing that report card, I'm sure it's online on the OAP website. Otherwise, give me a call or come to my Second Saturday Coffees, and I'd be happy to show you where I stand and where other legislators in the state and in our region stand. So we're going to go home for the Beat the Odds banquet tonight, which is co-sponsored by Senators Senjem and I as co-hosts of that event. And tomorrow there's an autism awareness event that I'll be attending, and then I'll have a little break for the weekend before we start week 3. I'll be back with you next week. Until next time.